Did you guys see Iron Lung? Markiplier plays this prison convict who's given the opportunity to pilot this submarine to the bottom of some sort of blood ocean and take some photos at the ocean floor in exchange for time served. So he goes down there reluctantly and he takes a few X-ray pictures with this very primitive camera that the sub has. And he immediately finds some kind of a skeleton monster that the crew at the surface is very interested in. So they bring him back up.
All right, good work. We're gonna send you right back down there.
And he thinks that he's done, but they want him to go back down and get samples of this monster. So of course he's furious because that wasn't part of the deal, but he's welded into the submarine, so there's not much he can do about it. So they send him back down to the bottom, and using the ship, he rams the monster somehow in order to get the sample that they need, but in doing so, the whole sub crashes and he loses contact with everybody up top. The boat isn't working. He's completely trapped. Hello? And he doesn't know what to do.
Hello, is anyone there?
And he starts to kind of hallucinate as a lot of the sub starts to drip with the blood of this ocean. So we slowly watch him go a little insane as he tries to repair the ship and track his progress back to where he's supposed to be to contact the crew again. But he keeps finding pictures using the X-ray camera of this monster somehow getting closer. Now, as he's charting his way back, he does encounter a ship that seems to be an earlier version of the ship that he's on, and his subcomputer is able to connect, but he doesn't have clearance to get their black box. He does manage to get in contact with the crew that sent him down there in the first place, but they basically admit to him that they can't save him. But after he casually mentions that he saw that previous sub,
I promise,
plans start to change.
probably won't lie to you again.
I will say that this movie was incredibly boring. It's really just him in this confined ship for 2 hours. And that got old quick, especially since most of the time he's not talking, he's just reacting. So it made for an extremely slow movie. The other big thing is just that it lacked a lot of context. They didn't give a lot of just sort of the details of like how we got here. Apparently this was set in the future. There's this sort of dystopian situation going on in space, and they're actually on some kind of a blood moon or something, but that was not clear going in. And so they were talking as if we sort of knew stuff already that just wasn't conveyed particularly well. Now, it was fairly nicely shot for a relatively low budget film, and it was impressive to watch Markiplier in this situation where he's really not acting with anyone else. But as far as like a theatrical movie, it was just a little bit too slow for me. So I'm gonna give this one 2 bangs out of 5. This has been Bang Bang with Bam Bam.